What's up, y'all? This video I want to talk a little bit about duality, choices, and why that matters. Um, we all come from the cosmic womb, and the cosmic womb is the primordial chaos, aka ether. Okay, so we all come from this source. And through this source, all things manifest. Okay. So from there comes the divine feminine. Okay. From this source. And then that divine feminine, right, those divine feminines created the masculine energies through parthenogenesis. Okay. The duality of life is the reality of life, even though the duality of life is the two-sided coin. So it is one coin, but there's two sides, okay, to everything, all right? Sun, moon, day, night, water, ice, okay, masculine, feminine, okay, good and evil, all right? There's these dualities in nature that exists, okay, thousands of symbiotic relationships, okay, and that's how nature runs, okay, even with the organ energy, with the excitation and the sexual energies, with the male and the female kundalinis and all that shit. That's what all that is, okay. Nature works in dualities. Okay, even light being a dual entity of the dielectric and magnetic fields, right? You have dual entities. You have two energies, right, working side by side, right, in a symbiotic relationship, this duality which shapes and manifests all physical matter, okay? And the rest is non-physical, okay? And people try and make up all types of things, okay? That shit is just light or the electromagnetic field, which is the scientific, this is scientists' way of saying ether without saying it. But they're trying to make it a physical thing, okay? While saying particles are existent and non-existent at the same time. Okay, and making up things like ghost particles and virtual particles and going through all these crazy loops because they want to materialize nature when that's not the case when we're talking about quantum, okay? Because invisible fields run everything, okay? So duality in life breaks down to everything, okay? Because in life, all you have is choices, okay? So right now, everything you have been through, the place you are at right now is a result of the choices you've made in your life, in accumulation, okay? We're not blaming no one no more for shit, okay? Because life gives certain people opportunities, okay? And some people don't have opportunities, but they have choices to leave, okay? But they run off fear based off like culture and based off society and based off religions and just like all these peer pressures in life, you know, and you have the choice in life to do what you want, okay? And create what you want, all right? But not everyone is taught that. Okay, and not everybody has the same access to things to get things done. Okay, but manifestation works regardless. Okay, and that's through choices. You have to choose to want to be high vibrational. Okay, because there is no good or evil. You're either a high vibrational being or a low vibrational being. Okay, because good or evil are just perceptions. Okay, so there might be things that people agree upon, but there's always gray areas and variables to shit. Okay, and I was just having this conversation, right? And they were talking about how everyone would agree murder is wrong. Okay, and I didn't say it, but how I feel is opposite of that. I don't think it's wrong. Okay, you don't necessarily know what a soul did in its past life to deserve whatever happens. Okay. Okay? We like to think of time in a linear sense, so a lot of people don't view souls as past beings or past lives. So they're looking at the moment right now and judging it for that and saying, oh, this person deserved this or didn't deserve this, or there's attachments to people you're close to or families that you don't want to necessarily believe that they were how they were in a past life, but you're judging them based off this life. Okay? And detachment is one of the hardest things when it comes to the spiritual journey, because once you get to that third eye and shit, and you really start seeing shit for what it is, there's certain attachments that you have accumulated and gained through life that you don't necessarily want to leave. And we have this attachment to this realm, and then we have offspring here, and then we have this fear of attachment to this realm. And it's built in the very root of the fucking instinct of the being that doesn't want to die. Okay, because they push death upon people. Okay, so our natural motherfucking instincts, which would be survival, right? One of our lowest vibrational states, but it helps, okay? Because we have high vibrational states, low vibrational states, but we can't live in low vibrational states, okay? We have to live in a high vibrational state while still having our powers, okay? And embracing the good parts and good aspects of ourselves and the fucking things we could achieve and the levels we could be at. Okay, so duality is a choice, all right, and that's the flip side of nature, all right, because you're gonna see things and things are gonna happen to you, and you have this choice on like how to react to these things, okay, and if you don't choose to react the correct way based off your like emotions feel on the inside, because you know what's right or wrong, you'll feel that shit, okay? That's a personal thing, right or wrong. You know what's right or wrong. You'll feel it in here. You know if you did something to somebody, if you said something wrong, okay, you feel it. And the moment you feel that is when you're forgiven, okay? Because the act of just feeling that is good enough, okay? But your perceptual reality, you shape it, so if you still feel guilt, then you will be suffering that. Okay, and that's why you forgive people for shit, okay, because it's not for them. Alright, so you don't hold on to shit inside of you, okay, and you can let go of these things, okay, and live a better, more prosperous life in love and joy, okay, and not chasing fake fucking temporary emotions like happiness, okay, which is temporary, because you could be happy one minute, sad the next minute, okay, we're trying to live in joy and bliss, okay, and be beacons of fucking light in this journey of fucking darkness to fucking pave the way and show people the fucking path to go, alright? Because if it was up to people, they just strip the fucking earth of materials and rape it and then sell you this material fucking life and tell you that's all there is. Because that's the same cycle we've been in for many thousands of years, and that ain't gonna change because we got more toys now than ever. Okay? And right now, what they're going to do is not only through motherfucking frequencies and not only through motherfucking Neuralink, okay, but they also got nanotech and other shit literally changing up your bodily motherfucking functions and your cellular structures, and they're going to be able to fucking project thoughts into your head, which they already do. That's how advertisements work and shit, but they're gonna be able to do it on a deeper fucking level and really make you fucking think what they want you to think, okay? Instead of using predictive programming and fucking little motherfucking apps and programs here, now with the fucking help of AI and shit, they're going to be able to develop shit on a deeper, quicker fucking level, okay? And not only that, alright, that is just the tip of the iceberg of the technology that already exists amongst the other species, okay? And they're just giving people shit little by little, little by little, little by little. Okay, because they're not going to give away their fucking technology like that, alright, because they want to stay in control. So you're not going to give people your best fucking weaponry, your best fucking technology, okay? That's why 0-point energy technologies and all these shits are just coming out now, okay? But that shit been out for many thousands of years, okay? And that's how they was doing shit. But now they're so thousands of years advanced, they're giving us their old shit. Alright, their motherfucking Star Trek equipment and shit, little Voyager shits and shit. Alright? And when it comes to space travel, y'all, I really, really want y'all to use y'all fucking heads. Okay? Because Boeing has made a lot of satellites and rockets for NASA. Alright? Boeing. Alright? And we know what the fuck corruption was going on with Boeing. Okay? And all their malfunctions and shit. And they just came out with an article recently saying that 100 fucking of those Starlink satellites fell to the motherfucking sky. And that was recently. Okay? So these are the motherfucking people who are the most advanced technological fucking, right? Engineering and all that shit. These are the tops of the tops. Right? And these shits are fucking crashing and breaking. You see what I'm saying? And then they talk about that they got Voyager out by Pluto, sending radio motherfucking signals through motherfucking plasma, through motherfucking atmospheres, and through magnetic fields and all types of shit. And that shit does not affect our radio wave whatsoever, that they catch that signal with just a big ass dish like that. And then I can't even get no signal out here in Puerto Rico. I'll be motherfucking stressing. Oh, because you don't have a big ass motherfucking satellite. Like, dog, bro, we've come into a time where they're able to just tell people shit and then they believe it. Okay? And then they'll fucking send some piece of shit up into space and they fucking forget that there's no atmosphere and all that shit out there. And then they make you think like, oh, we got this fucking shielding, like that x-ray wouldn't just blow up that motherfucking rocket shit because they got technology right now. That is x-ray, right? That's a fucking laser. And they got other shit that could blow shit up with x-rays. Okay, and we're talking about gamma rays, x-rays, we're talking about all types of shit, solar winds, space weather. We're talking about conditions that wasn't all motherfucking figured out back then at certain times where they say things happen, where they landed on moons and did all this motherfucking shit. Okay, because they're still fucking up nowadays with this technology. Okay, and then you're not even supposed to question that shit back in the day, right? And you're just supposed to say, all right, there's motherfucking like 20,000 satellites in space right now, and motherfucking, even though most of our internet is from fiber optic cables, right? So what are you using those for? Satellite images, right? You're trying to gain these pictures so that you can fucking collect them through CGI and make a fucking picture of Earth, basically, right? But then you look in your apps like Google Earth and you look at that shit and then you zoom out, right? And then that shit's all cartoon. So it's like, where are these fucking satellites that are fucking, like, you could just zoom out and you could see that shit in space right now? And then they're gonna go with the ISS and shit. And, man, let me tell you, we need for someone to take a picture of the ISS and an airplane at the same motherfucking time. Okay, because those shits look like they're the same size in the sky, and they're trying to say that the ISS is hundreds of miles in the motherfucking air while a fucking plane isn't that high, yet they're both the same relative size, okay? Because both of them are basically like the size of a football field, okay? So the way pictures work and all that shit, you can't just take a picture of a plane and take a picture of the ISS and then put it together. Be like, look, they're like the same size, okay? There's ways that this works, and you kind of have to take a picture of both of them at the same time and then do that fucking comparison, okay? But we got to. Because there's plenty of fucking pictures of planes next to the ISS, right? Like picture you put side by sides, and them shit's like the same fucking size, okay? So I don't doubt that there's stuff up there. I doubt the amount of stuff up there. I doubt the height that they're saying it is, okay? And I doubt they've been past certain points, okay? Because space is just the absence of motherfucking like air and certain particles, and then they say it's a vacuum, but not in the sense of like a fucking vacuum in your house that's sucking shit, alright? The only sucking that would happen is if you had like a hole in your fucking rocket or some shit, okay? But really, that's not how it works. And I get the whole pressurized system, and then they try and say with the Kármán line and all that shit, but really, it's not what they're saying. Like, the physics of space isn't what they're saying, because we haven't been to certain points of space, okay? So they're just going off literally what we think, and then off the top layers of the motherfucking atmosphere. And then we haven't even been to the end of our atmosphere, according to science, because the Earth's atmosphere reaches all the way to the moon, according to science, Okay, and then there's some other shit called like the Kowalski cloud or some shit. Okay, that's like a cloud of plasma that's in between the sun and the moon, and that's where they get the plasmoids and the UAPs and all that shit. Okay, because the moon is a fucking alien base. Okay, and the Anunnakis brought it. Okay, and they fucked up our thing of time and they controlled it and they used that as a fucking frequency weapon and they use that as a soul trapping fucking device. Okay, and they do rituals during solar eclipses and lunar eclipses and shit like that. Okay, and they have a darker fucking ship, two of them. Okay, and those are the fucking celestial nodes. Okay, and they got those there as motherfucking bases in what science would probably call Lagrange points. But since gravity is just an electrical motherfucking disturbance and it's not this motherfucking mass only orientated fucking field force. Okay, it's part of a larger structure, okay, of ether and different fucking vibrations that create fields, and then gravity would be one of those fields, okay? That's why Coulomb's law and the inverse square law are so similar to the fucking gravity fucking, equations and shit, okay? Because they're all interrelated, all right? And when you put motherfucking anything in a Faraday cage, okay, and say, because there's no electromagnetic motherfucking waves, right, and this shit still falls, it's gravity, it's like, bro, matter is light. That object you put in the Faraday cage is light. Frozen light. Okay, so people are going off science. That's kind of fucked up, okay? And what really matters are these choices we make in life, all right? And I'm just going off in those science rants and shit like that. But really, this main point I wanted to make was about duality and how that affects our life, okay? Because we're making choices all the time, okay? And some choices are good, some choices are bad, right? In our eyes. But the reality of the situation is there's just choices. And then you either face your karma or you face your dharma. Okay? And that's how the universe works. Alright? So start making better choices. Make better choices for yourself. Make better choices for your family. Okay? Because everything matters. And we're coming into this time of the age of Aquarius where it's like, what do you want? The fuck? What do you want? What do you want? We're coming into a whole new time where we could create something new, something better than what's existed. In the past, we could create the best fucking civilization that's existed. That's what this time is right now. Alright? So I want to know, what is it that you want out of this? What do you envision this new earth being? How do you want to exist in this new earth? What do you want to see? All right? What do you wish happens? All right? What inventions do you wish are invented? All right? How would you structure society? Would it be in a tribalistic way? Like, what is these new way? Are we all just individuals, right? So you just randomly go places and then barter? Like, what is the future? Okay? We need to start asking these questions and finding answers to this shit. Okay? Because these times are coming. And we don't want to walk in this shit blind. Alright? We want a good structure. And we want to motherfucking be prepared. Okay? Because that matters. Alright? So prepare. Take care of yourself. Think healthy thoughts. Alright? Watch the choices you make. Watch the thoughts you think. Watch the things you say. Okay? Watch the things you eat. Alright? Work out. Be healthy. Alright? Go learn. Go study. Be smart. Start working on that business, that side hustle, that motherfucking self-employment opportunity. Go work on that shit, okay? Stop giving your time to some other guy, making him rich. Stop distracting yourself because you're depressed and you don't want to face that reflection inside of you. Face that shit. Face that fear. Beat those demons. Slay those demons. They're pussy, okay? The devil is pussy. Beat the fuck out of them, okay? I've slayed many demons, okay? And I could recognize these demons within people, okay? And I've slayed a lot of them fucking shits and I'm still here, All right, and I'm here to tell you that they are pussy. All right, they got slayed. All right, slay those demons. All right, you got this. You got the power. You are that celestial primordial being. All right, and on that note, have a good night. Have a good day. Keep fighting. Ask these questions. Let's find these solutions. Peace.